Could you do us a favour? Is there any place that I could Oh, there's a coffee and anything to eat.
Hey boys!
Did you like it?
Yeah. Cool. Alright. I'll see you later.
Daniel.
We were in the city this morning doing a bit of a show run, which was cool, you know, to do it here in Perth, my home city. It's always fun. It's not often you get a Formula One car here. And then, yeah, we got the Speed Fest this weekend. It's basically just going to be a combination of all types of motorsports cars, other motorsport athletes, and it's going to be cool. So I'll be doing a bit in the F1 car, and there'll be freestyle motocross in one section and drag cars and all the rest of it. So nice to bring something to Perth and a really big event. So,
was it fun? Any mates in the crowd?
I had a little bit of family in the crowd this morning. A couple of little cousins of mine. So they saw the car in up close and personal and in a bit of smoke. So they were like kids in a candy shop. So yeah, plans for Christmas. Just, I mean, I haven't been home since January, so it's like 11 months away from family and friends. So just, you know, the simple things, catch up. Just, you know, obviously these are my mates that I've grown up with my whole life, you know, the group I have. So it's important for me to keep them as well, you know, keep the relationship we have good. So it's just a lot of time with them. Bit of camping, bit of fishing, bit of dirt bike riding, and just some good boy time, which is always nice.
Do you have a message for your fans?
And then, yeah, for the fans across the pond, yeah, I mean, we've travelled so much this year. We've gone to so many cool places, and I think it's been pretty awesome, the response that I've had personally. I think, you know, the fans have always been really, I would say, welcoming, very honest and friendly. So yeah, I feel I've got a nice little fan base around the world, and it's nice to see, and it seems to grow each year. So thankful for that, and enjoy Christmas if it's a warm one or a cold one, and see you all in the new year.
How is it to be back in Australia after the Formula One season?
It's good to, I would say, yeah, come home to Oz, especially after a long season of travel. And you know, Oz is so relaxed and chilled, and it's a good time to come home. It's summer, it's Christmas, so it's sort of the perfect place for me to spend the off season. I love it. It's good times.
How do you reflect on the season just gone?
I think, you know, I look back on the season, and I honestly look back on it I still look back on it with a smile. You know, sure, it had some frustrations at times, but there was still some positives, you know, some parts where I think the one thing I'm really happy with is, you know, I feel I learned a lot from the season, you know, and I think the point you stop learning is the point where you start to get a little bit worried. And I'm still young, and I feel there's still got a lot to learn and to achieve in the sport. So let's say the hard times, in a way, some of the harder times were, you know, I took a lot out of those. Highlight from the year, yeah, definitely Budapest. Because not only was it, for me, the most fun race of the year, but it was the real turning point for us. So yeah, it was off the back of a crazy emotional week as well. So it all just, that 7-day period was crazy, but it was really the turning point for the year. And I feel, yeah, took a lot of sort of satisfaction from that weekend.
What's the target for 2016?
Target for 16, just to get more podiums, you know, and to get a win at least. You know, I missed that win this year. So yeah, to at least try and get one next year would be a good start.
Who do you think will be in the best position to challenge Mercedes next year?
I think, you know, we can definitely make progress as a team. You know, Mercedes will still be the team to beat. I'm sure of that. Ferrari will be interesting. You know, they made a big step this year. If they could make another step like that, then they'll be in good shape to fight with Mercedes. But yeah, hopefully we can find a few more occasions to battle them. I definitely enjoy fighting at the front.
Now, your teammate, how would you assess Danny's first season with Red Bull Racing?
I think Danny, you know, had a solid season. You know, it started off a little bit slow for him, but he picked himself up well, and then I think he maintained that. So, you know, he started to get more comfortable in the team, and you know, felt a bit more established, I would say. So, yeah, it's obviously going to keep coming with age. So, you know, next year he'll be more competitive, and I'm sure he'll find more speed again. So, you know, obviously another challenge for me, but yeah, looking forward to that. And I know if I put in, you know, the off season I need and have my head in the right space, which 99.9% of the time it is, then I think it's going to be a fun season.
Which driver has surprised you the most this season, and who do you think is one to watch next year?
I think the drivers that impressed or surprised, let's see. I mean, to be honest, yeah, Max Verstappen did well. You know, he felt like he got set up pretty quick, and was keen to get amongst it. Sometimes too keen, but you know, that's his age. But I think he still drove some very mature races, so I think he'll have a long career in the sport. Lewis just basically refined everything from last year and dominated this year. And Seb, you know, Seb picked himself up as well from, by his standards, not a great 2014. Found probably a bit of a new lease of energy, a bit of a new lease of life at Ferrari, and sort of ran with that opportunity. So a few guys stepped up, and it's good to see. You know, you want it to be as competitive as it can.